Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, Coffee, Tea, Paper. And today's the day, Techo Kaigi Day, or Notebook Meeting Day. Yeah, I know it's 21st of January as I'm filming this, but what does it matter if it's something that you intend to use for an entire year? What does it matter when you do it? And that is what everybody has said to me, and so many kind and encouraging words to say, yeah, look, do it. We're still interested. We want to know. And so many of you are still working out what you're using for this year as well. And I guess in some respects, everything can be a work in progress when we have so many choices. So here is my collection of things that I will be using this year. Some of them are rollovers, things that I will just keep using and they're not dated as such. So we'll get to those. So doodly doodly doo, what shall I start with? Okay, a new thing for me this year is this. And this is a, I think they call it a B6 or something like that, but it is from Muji, and I picked it up on my recent trip to Melbourne. We don't have a Muji here in Brisbane. It's okay, makes it exciting when we go somewhere that does. And this is going to be my YouTube and Instagram planner. So I am not tracking followers here. I think sometimes that can be counterproductive, but what I am trying to do is give myself a more predictable timetable each week about setting aside times to record and post, and yeah, just give a bit more structure to my weeks. So here's a little bit of a preview of, I did this post December about what I had already done, and just trying to identify patterns because it's all been a bit haphazard, what sort of topics that I do, and I'm also keeping in the back a list of ideas for videos that I want to, oh, not just videos, like videos or series of videos that I want to make and share. So I have used my Traveler's Notebook monthly tabs up the top because it's just all a bit goes in together, so that will be useful. And I have just done a little bit of decorating on this front page just because that's me. I like to do it. I haven't thought about doing anything on the year to a view yet. I'll just see how I go with that, but I've got a bit of a color coding system happening for my journal videos, my ink review videos, my book series that I'm doing at the moment, that kind of thing, just to give myself an idea of how much time I'm spending and just planning ahead. So that is number one. And the other thing that's good about this is it lays flat. So I can just have it open on my desk and jot things in. Now, talking of things that lay open on my desk, this is my daily, my go-to thing where I keep all the family's appointments and all that kind of stuff in here. I have some gift cards and things and business cards. I have this lovely little coffee pin that Ali from Dabbling in Journals sent me, so I always like to keep that in something that I use a lot but doesn't leave my desk, because I would be devastated if I lost that. I would be really devastated. I keep my script, like script renewals and things in here, other important stuff like that. I've done my monthly flags because, of course, this is the vertical one from Traveler's Notebook, and it comes in 2 books. So first 6 months and second 6 months. I don't decorate this. It is purely just a time blocking exercise for me, writing notes, menu planning. It is very, very, what would you call it? Just a very, it's a very workmanlike setup, this one. And this is my olive traveler's notebook, and I've just sewn on a superior labor pouch on the, really a pouch, a superior labor patch on the front here. And I've got a couple of charms. I've got this one, which was from the Tokyo a limited edition cover series that came out with all different accessories and things, and this one that I got from the Traveller's Factory store in Kyoto when I was there. I can't say last year anymore because it was actually 2023. Last couple of weeks of 2023, but 2023 nonetheless. And I have a little charm here on the side of a bird, which was a gift from one of my lovely friends, Roz, who is a beautiful artist and a beautiful journaling friend. So lots of nice precious things on here, so that's why it doesn't leave. Now let's stack it over there once we're done. Okay, so this is a cover that I had made, and it is a natural leather. I chose the fastening, I chose the colored stitching, I chose the elastic, and I really love the way that the leather is changing. It's darkening up, as you can see. And this holds a little Hobonichi A6, I want to say, notebook. I have my little Midori brass clips in here, and in here this is where I sort of take notes. If I go and have a meeting with my friend Sylvia, who's the co-founder with myself with the Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers, I bring this notebook and I'll take some notes. And it has a few other things where I like to take notes. Often it's not a decorated one, it's just a note-taking one. So I will keep using this until I fill in all the pages of all the categories, and then I have a spare one and I will replace it with that. I wish I could remember the name of where I got this journal cover made from, but I guess it doesn't really matter because unfortunately he shut up shop and returned to his original career of hairdressing, and so is no longer making beautiful journal covers, which is such a shame, but I'm just so grateful that I managed to get one before he stopped making them. So that one just is a rollover one. This one you'll all be familiar with is my weekly one where I do my weekly memory keeping, and I decorate the page in advance so I can share it with you guys. And then I write in. I haven't done any writing for this week so far. It's been a bit of a difficult week, so I haven't written in here just yet, but I do write in it, but because it's memory keeping and it's private, so that's why I'm happy to share before the pen, as we say. And I end up with a lovely decorated journal by the end, but yeah, don't share what I write in here. And this is another cover. I got this cover for Christmas, another camel, and another one that I have put a patch on, and I just sew the patches on. I had one of my lovely viewers ask me for some tips and tricks, and I tend to sew because I find it's easier, and if the stitching comes loose, you can just reuse the holes that are already in the cover, and that's fine. I know Jane the Crazy super glues patches on hers. I just have a bit of a super glue phobia. There was an incident when I was at university involving a scrubbing brush, my favorite pair of black jeans, some super glue on my leg. But anyway, And that's all I have in there. I just have that journal insert in there. Now we're down to the last two. This is another rollover one. This is another one that you may be familiar with if you tune into my channel on a regular basis. And this is whenever I get a new washi tape, this is where I keep the packaging if there's any, or I'll keep a sample of it just so I can have a record of washi tapes that I have purchased and enjoyed. So on this cover, this is the limited edition Traveller's Hotel, and I've just put the charms that came with it on the cover here, and on the spine here I've just clipped a charm that was gifted to me by one of the lovely ladies who comes regularly to our Southeast Journal Keepers group, Christy, who has a lovely shop actually. I'll have to leave the link. A lot of really nice postcard designs and things. Finally, which you know might be of interest itself because there is one that's missing in my lineup at this point. I have this Kanaya Hotel, which is in Nikko, Japan, collaboration to celebrate the hotel. I think it was 100 years. And on the spine here, I have a little coffee charm. I have a Japan Travelers Factory charm on the front, and in here I have my Sarika Studio ink swatching journal, and this is where I do my ink swatches for a Ferris wheel press, which I share on my channel here with all the ink reviews. We look at it, we look at the swatches, we look at the writing samples, we talk about the characteristics of the ink, so on and so forth. And this paper I just love. I'm not sure if you can hear how sort of crinkly that is. So this is another one. There we go. This is another one that if you are a regular here on my channel and you watch a variety of my videos that you will have seen. So what's missing? Well, what is missing is not my weekly memory keeping, which is this one where I just write a few lines each day, but my memory keeping in general journal where I write down about significant events or just special days and that kind of thing. I just haven't really felt motivated to do it, and I'm kind of wondering whether I should be thinking about having a different type of journal in order to try and capture those things. Whether it's something I try to improve my drawing or doodles and all that kind of thing in, rather than trying to just stick things in like I do with my travel journals, or maybe just the line a day in my weekly is enough for the moment. Haven't really felt motivated to set it up. Maybe I have enough mix of practical and creative without adding another creative element, because I do pen pal letters, which reminds me I also have my pen pal one. Nick, where are you? Oh, of course. How could I forget this one? So this is my pen pal log, and I just decorate it with stickers that people give me, or that come with orders and things like that. That's a Washi Gang Galen leather. That's one from one of my pen pals, Beck, who gave that to me. That was from Sylvia actually. It's like a Christmas tag, Christmas sticker tag. These were from Christy, Washi Gang. But in here I keep my pen pal notes. So this is my pen pal log, and I finished one last year, so I've started this new one in August 24, and I just keep rolling it over until it fills up basically. And the sort of things I keep in my pen pal log I can't really show you is I take a photo of what I've sent out or what I've received. I make a few notes, dates, receiving incoming mail and outgoing mail. But because I'm rather visual, having a photo in here is actually the most helpful thing for me. And then just supplement it with the notes as well. I also keep addresses and anything significant, so that's another reason why I can't share that. It's got some private information. That has been my Techo Kaigi meeting this for January 2025. I really like how my olive looks here. I like how they all look together. I keep them bookshelf style on my desk near my little bear. Someone said I should call him Monty. And the thing is, since then I kind of think of him as Monty, but we have carpet snakes around here where I live, and we tend to refer to them as Monty as well, like Monty Python. But yeah, he seems to be a bit of a Monty regardless. Maybe he's more of a Montgomery than a Monty. And I found these little boots for him because without them he can't stand up without some support, but with his little boots he can stand up by himself, which is nice. He's the guardian of my journals over there on my desk. That's about it. So let me know what you think. Should I try and start up my memory keeping for the year, or is it just enough to have my sort of notes about each day in my weekly memory keeping? One of the reasons I'm sort of hesitant is that I'm finding there's kind of less and less things to collect these days as we move to even more electronica type ticketing and so forth. And I'm just wondering if it should be an opportunity to, if I do want to start one, practice my doodling, or maybe I'm just sort of setting myself up to fail there because let's face it, it takes far more time to think out a drawing layout and put down some ink than it does to glue business card in. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it right now. Maybe I just have enough with these going on. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me in our Techo Kaigi. And yeah, if there are any changes or I have some sort of epiphany, I will let you know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!